Welcome all you fine people in to talk about my favorite time of year. It is Christmas. It is Christmas time. It has begun. So we've got the Battle of Force boxes that people talk about these all year round pretty much. Like right after Christmas, they're like, I wonder what they'll be next year. It's super funny. And there's been all the theory videos and all that stupid crap going around for so long. Can't stand it anymore about these boxes. How about we just wait till the boxes come out? How about we just talk about them then? But anyways, don't get me started. So they've unveiled the 40k boxes. So theoretically, there's still going to be AOS boxes, right? They've never done just 40k or just AOS. It's always a couple of both. So I'm hoping that they still show AOS. If they don't do AOS boxes, that would be very jarring. But we're going to go through everything here. So these boxes really are meant for people to pretty much, I'd say, start a new army, right? Every single one of these boxes comes with the ultimate commander for your army, except obviously the knight box, but you just build the knight to be your leader, whatever you want to do with that. So these are going to sell out extremely quickly. I think faster than normal, only because the Knights one will be sold out instantaneously. Everyone's going to want to pick up this box just to have more Knights. Anything Sisters box set related, where they do limited quantities of anything Sisters, gone. The Watchers of the Gate, everybody always wants to play Talons of the Emperor. Everybody wants Custodes. So this will sell out very quickly. This is going to be gone fast as well, just because that with the high points value is a huge army of Custodes, and whatever Imperium force you have, you can throw these in. These are fun to paint, right? The Mechanicum I think will go pretty soon after that, if not altogether these four. The ones that won't go right away are the Chaos ones, only because if you're playing Death Guard or Thousand Suns, unless you've just started, you already have your Demon Primarch realistically. So this will be someone who's been playing for a year or so maybe, and you haven't picked up Mortarion or Magnus yet. Now you can get them and a bunch of extra stuff for your army. As someone who plays both Thousand Suns and the Death Guard, I have all those things. I don't need a second Demon Demon Primarch model, so it's a pass for me. But those are still really cool boxes, and I like them a lot. And then in the Imperial Fists and the Raven Guard, the different artwork is a real change of pace, but I guess they're doing chapter boxes now kind of thing. We'll scroll down and go through the rest of them, but I just wanted to give that quick overview. But I love the artwork on both of these. They're so cool. The only thing that speaks to me of all of these boxes is Imperial Fist box, and I'll go through and tell you why. So first, we have the Adeptus Sororitas box. This is just more sister stuff, right? If you already have the special character that comes in the box and you already have some war suits, if you don't have the leader or already have 3-4 squads of war suits, this is a fine box set, right? You get some extra sister stuff. This will still sell because anyone who's into sisters loves more sister stuff, so this will go very quickly. And again, this is a really good box set. It's this is such a good base or expansion for a Sisters army. Again, unless you don't have all these things. These boxes are really meant for newer players, I would say, or a veteran who's like, you know what, I really do want to play Thousand Suns, and I'm going to get Magnus in it all in one go kind of thing. But it's the first time I think they've really geared the boxes towards starting a new army box, right? This isn't expanding out your force that you've already got. This is, let's go, you want to start this army, get this box, right? So with the Custodes, it's just a great box. This is the points of this. I don't even know what this is, but this is a high value points cost box. Custodes are a lot. You get a ton of stuff in here, right? You got Valoris in here as well. This is a cool looking box too, right? Tons of Custodes, just great, right? I've always wanted to do a Custodes army. When I was a kid, in White Dwarf issue 300, they had a full article of a guy who fully converted a Custodes army out of stuff, and it was just like I could not afford to do it because I was a kid, and he cut up everything to make this art. It was nuts. It was so cool. I'm not sure if that article or if that White Dwarf is on Warhammer Plus, but if it is, go check that out because it's honestly amazing. But now that we have actual models for it, even now, someday I'd like to get the Talons. It'd be fun just as a painting project because again, it's just the Custodes are just so cool. But this will also go very, very quickly. The Elimination Maniple for the Adeptus Mechanicus. This is kind of an experienced Mechanicus player probably has all these things, right? This is not a thing for people who've been playing Mechanicum for years, but again, someone who's been playing for a little while Mechanicum and doesn't have call yet, right? Like, you really don't need a second call. This is going to get into the thing of saying, well, you can sell the call model, and I always feel like once you get into starting piecing out these boxes and trying to sell stuff, it kind of like, it's not as much fun. But regardless, still a really good box. This will go quickly as well. Again, Mechanicum players, if you don't have call and like 2 sets of the Castellans, like, this is still a great box to grab for Mechanicum players. The Knight box, this will go immediately. This is sold out within 5 minutes. Again, it's kind of like Sisters, but whenever they have a slight discount on Knight stuff, everyone just buys it because they're like, you know what, I do want more Knights, or I'm going to start Knights with this box set. So this will go immediately. Then we go into the Chaos stuff. So with the Death Guard, again, more like, this is a great box set. If I didn't already have like 30 Plague Marines or something, and 20 Blightlord Terminators and a Mortarion, like, this is not a box for me, but for people who are playing Death Guard, this is a good matchup for the starter boxes. Every one of these, I think, right, where you grab the new 500 point combat patrol. If you've got that box and then this comes out, these match up perfectly together, right? And it'd be funny if Games Workshop had stuff like this on all year round, where it was like, hey, you got your combat patrol. Like, this is something they wouldn't keep in stores, but like, you've got your combat patrol. Here's your next step. Are you into it? Did you really enjoy that? And you're all in. Here's a $300 box or something where this is a massive. Here's a 1,000 point expansion. Now you have 1,500 points, right? Then we get into Thousand Suns, the Crimson King. You got some Rubric Marines, you got some Sorcerers, right? Like, what did you think you were going to get? This is very on par for what I thought this box was going to be when I heard about it. Crimson King, right? Do you want Magnus? Yeah, you want Magnus. So, again, I've got like 30 or 40 Rubric Marines, like 9 Sorcerers, and Magnus. Right? Still a cool box, though. So now let's get into the Bastion Strike Force. So I have a model for Torgaradon that I'm converting into a Warsmith for the Iron Warriors. I'm a heretic, I know. But this is still, like, this is an unreal box set for Imperial Fist or any successor chapter. Or if you're all in on getting the Aggressors, the Heavy Intercessors, like 15 of them. This an army makes. This is a massive amount of troops here. I have, I think, 2 boxes of them already. It's tough because of all the boxes they've shown. This is kind of the one where I'm like, huh. I was worried they might get me with 1 box. I'm kind of like, maybe, right? Like, maybe. It'd be throwing stuff on a pile, but you have to see what the discount and the pricing is on these. Because really, the Aggressors I don't need anymore, but it's just the Heavy Intercessors, 15 of them, is just a cool force. Then you got the Raven Guard here. This is also, again, having these kind of Battle Force boxes. Like, if these were available all year round, it would be so cool, right? Where you've got that starter combat patrol, and then you get the Battle Force box as your expansion, right? So, again, they're just playing off of what the chapters are really good at. And since they're doing these 2, I'm guessing every year they'll start doing 2 of these, because why not, right? Like, next year do Salamanders, Blood Angels, right? Or Iron Hands, or whatever you want to do. But again, cool box set. If you're playing Raven Guard and you don't have Shrike, great box, right? The problem is with the leader models. Once you already have those, it's like you have to buy the box and sell the character, which is, for me, always been kind of a nightmare. But anyways, it's still a great box set. So that is it for those. That is all of the 40k Christmas box sets. I'm assuming that they'll come out with AOS ones soon, but we'll have to see. They're all great. There's not one where I'm like, this one's really bad. Usually every year there's 1 or 2 where you're like, this really isn't a good box set at all, but I think they're all great. And it's, again, getting hyped up for Christmas is always fun. I always like, since I was a kid, getting a couple models for Christmas. You can't go wrong. Let me know in the comments which one of these boxes you think is the best box. I'm excited, but I think they're all really good, but I still think the Knights one is just going to, like, if you get your hands on that, like, wow. Like, that is going to sell out everywhere very, very quickly. And so, like, these 3 I think will go first. The Watchers of the Gate, the St. Torum Guard, and the Chainbreaker Lance leading into the Mechanicum going. Then probably these 2, and then the Chaos ones will linger for maybe, and this is like within half an hour these will sell out, where then the chaos ones will go last kind of thing. But these will all go very quickly, and you'll have to try and find them in store, I think, because the online sales will be instantaneous sellouts pretty much. But again, let me know in the comments which box you want to pick up, and what box, even for AOS, is there an AOS box that you're hoping to see as well? If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It helps me out so much. I'll see everyone in the next video. Thanks for watching.